Hey everybody, welcome back to In the Kitchen with Ken. Today I'm going to cook up a special little treat for us. This is something that my family always enjoys during the holiday. It is a chocolate pie. Now, Aunt Martha made these this year for Thanksgiving and they were absolutely wonderful. I loved it so much that I thought I'd share it with you. It's a recipe that she's had for years and that Rosie used. She always used to make us chocolate pies. What we're going to do is we're going to start off with 2 egg yolks. We're going to drop those down here in a bowl. Kind of get them scrambled up a little bit. We're going to add 3 tablespoons of butter to this. I've got it nice and soft. Mix together really well. As much of that on there as I can. And then 1.5 cups of evaporated milk. We're going to mix all this together. Just get a good stir going on it. Make sure you get everything down off the sides. Okay. Also, we're going to add about a teaspoon of vanilla to it. All right, now for our dry ingredients, we've got 6 tablespoons of flour and 3 tablespoons of cocoa. Put that all down in there. Mix together. And then 1.5 cups of sugar. Cocoa down off the sides. And you really want to get this mixed up together well. It's going to get kind of thick on you. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take this, we're going to put it down in our pot. We're going to cook it on a medium heat. You really have to be careful because you don't want to burn the bottom of the chocolate to the pan. So you're going to want to stir it constantly. Just keep a constant stir on it till it gets to kind of a rolling bubble going. Gets kind of thicken up a little bit. All right, now we've got this all stirred together. We're going to take this and pour it down in our pan here. All that down in there. All right. Now, we're going to take this and you're going to just want to stir it constantly. Bring this up to, like I said, a nice little bubble. And once this thickens, we'll take it, we're going to pour it down into a already pre-baked pie crust that I've got in the oven right now, actually. Let it settle a little bit. While it's settling, kind of cooling down, we're going to make a nice little thick meringue for it, put on top. Okay, now you can see, look how see how thick this has gotten? It's really starting to thicken up now. Just want to keep stirring it. I've been stirring this constantly on a medium heat and actually turned my heat down a little bit when it started to really thicken up, because the biggest thing you don't want to do is for it to burn to the bottom, because then you have to start all over from scratch again. And I've been there, done that. It stinks and you hate it. But anyway, just keep a close eye on it. It's getting nice and thick. We're going to keep stirring this for a little bit. Like I said, I've been stirring this for, you're going to stir it anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes. We're going to let it get a little thicker, then we're going to take it and we're going to pour it into our pie crust. And I'm going to pull this off. Kind of let it start cooling down and get a little thicker. We're going to take our pie crust out. Set this over here. Now we're going to take this. How dark that is. Rich. It smells so good. Try not to leave anything behind. Although kids probably would enjoy just licking that bowl out. Take this and spread it all out. Set that in there. Now what we're going to do is, while this is cooling down, we're going to start making our meringue. Let me get everything together for that. All right, now we're going to put together our meringue. What I've got 4 egg whites. And just a little tip, You might want to keep them in the refrigerator. Keep those egg whites nice and cold. That'll help them fluffen up. We're going to put them down here in our bowl. We're going to go ahead and get our mixer. Feel that eye behind me still hot from cooking the other. Just start this out really slow. And get these mixed up here. And I've got 8 teaspoons of sugar. It's 2 teaspoons of sugar for every egg white that you have. Hopefully you can hear me. But you want to add it slowly, and the sugar is what's going to fluff up your egg whites and make this meringue. All right, yeah, look at that. How good that looks. Get all that off of there. You can do that without making a mess. Have it all over the kitchen. I'm going to take these, set this over here. Now we're going to take our meringue. Look how that turned out, how thick that is. It's delicious. We're going to put this up on top of our chocolate pie. Just spread it around. The edges. We're going to take it, we're going to put it in the oven, not for very long, at 250 degrees, and we're just going to brown off the top. Use it all. Make it nice and tall. Don't want to deprive anybody of their meringue. All right, let's take this, we're going to put it in the oven. Like I said, not for long, 250 degrees. Probably for about 10 minutes just to brown it up a little bit. All right, now that our meringues had time to cook up a little bit, we're going to pull it out of the oven and see how we did. Oh yeah. All right, look at that. How good does that look? That looks amazing. I cannot wait to get into this thing. But we're going to have to let it cool down a little bit before we cut into it and give it a try. But it will be amazing. I love this chocolate pie. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's recipe, and I hope you give it a try, and we'll see you next time on In the Kitchen with Ken. Bye now.